Hello, guys. Hello. Um, I don't think it's been my camera's been off all day. Whoever's watching this, um, I know you see the title screen. I don't know if anybody else is in here, but if anybody comes in, um, as that they can. Um, and then of course I have the chat pulled up. Right here. You see y'all. So we can discuss after the stream's done if there's anybody. Um, so you just saw the title of the screen. Um, saw the title of the screen. Um, I'm yeah. Um, let me get my phone real quick. I believe people can hear me, right? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, you're good. Okay, you're good. Okay, I'm good. Um, I oh, well, I got something from something else. I know it's kind of hard for me to discuss. Be on here. Um, but I think it's important for me to bring this up. Hold on. I just got some text. Anybody's on here right now, or I mean, I don't see anybody on here right now. Anybody comes on after, um, thank you for coming to talk to me, discuss with, and comment on it, on whatever you wanted me to comment on, or whatever you want to comment on. Um, Sorry about that. I was on my phone. I got a couple of calls, or got a couple of texts about something. Um, um, I don't think I can get my camera on, but honestly, the way I am right now, you probably won't want to see me. I'm kind of breaking out a little bit, like my face. And I don't, yeah, because I just can't handle stress anymore. Um, and I'm already 4 minutes in. Um, um, yeah, um, I just can't handle it. Um, yeah, it's um, um, so um, um, I know this is a hard thing to do. Well, honestly, it's not that hard. Um, for me, I'm honestly relieved. And obviously, I'm seeing a lot of people on YouTube do the same thing. And honestly, it's probably for the best because my brain really get emotional. So we saw the title of the live stream. Um, I've decided I'm done with teaching or done with education, specifically education. So you don't know a little background on me. Um, if you're, um, I was, I go to school at AKU. In fact, um, I'm a senior at AKU, which kind of crazy. End of the end of my career, and or end of my journey, almost the end of my journey at university. I just came up with this. Yeah, I kind of always wanted to teach. Um, my dad was a teacher for like a year. He taught history when he just started out. Um, After college was over, um, and so I've always thought like that would be a possibility, but I just can't. Um, um, and I remember specifically first grade. I've always wanted to because I could just see myself uh, doing the things like my past elementary school. Now I wouldn't. I did say to myself I don't want to do elementary because there's not really much people doing that. There's not really many males doing that, and that's when I think of the whole thing is crazy. Doing all three levels is kind of hard for everybody. Um, yeah. Um, this might take me a while. I just gotta get my emotions in check. Um, um, it's kind of hard because it's a career change, and so I mean, at first I thought, well, actually, let me backtrack a little bit. So I've been doing that. I've been wanting to do that, but then when it came down to what I want to teach, because obviously, unless I was doing elementary, I had to have a specific subject, and I've always wanted to do history, just like my dad. That's what I'm getting to. I've always wanted to teach history, but the problem was at the time I decided to do history. Um, there was like no demand for history teachers at the time. When I decided like in eighth grade, I think, because I knew I did well in my history classes. I think I got like I I know I did well, and I learned a lot in those. And but um, um, but there was something else that came into my life that um, of course, I remember when I was younger, I listened to like a lot of Dora the Explorer, Diego Go, those kinds of shows. Um, but it was really where I started getting involved, and it was my sophomore year when I found the thing, or what I thought. And that's the thing, the thought. It's always a thought for me. Um, what I hoped would be like what come together with my passion for teaching was my past passion for teaching, which happened to be Spanish. And obviously, I really enjoyed it. Um, it's been a lot of fun, and because of that, and that is something that I'm still going to be a part of. Uh, I'm still going to be involved in that. Um, I've not lost passion for it. I kept going, and then for that I'm proud of that. And I've gotten better at it, especially. Um, I'm getting trying to get better at it. That's yeah. Um, but the good news is I can at least get that as a degree. But we'll get on that later. So I was always talking to other people and talking to myself that I think this is definitely what I want to do. And luckily enough, um, EKU was one of the places where I could do that, and it would work out with what I did in high school. And it was not far away. I was about like an hour from where I live, so there was that. Um, um, so obviously throughout all that, there was COVID, of course, that happened. Um, and obviously going into KU was all online, but that's not what I'm getting to. Um, um, course orientation was online, all that, but that's not what I'm getting to. So obviously scheduled my classes, and I was very hopeful at the beginning, or I was kind of in the middle last year because I had no really any experience, nor did I feel good about what I was doing. Um, um, so I was in like the beginning entry level of education, and there was some classes for like my first year weren't bad, weren't so great either. Uh, I think the most of the things I'm going to discuss is the clinicals because the classes that I've taken, it's not really mostly the classes. It's been the clinicals I've been concerned about, which is what is necessary to be a part of the education profession. Um, so I've so first year was bad. Um, I was with other teachers. Of course, it was all COVID, so everybody had masks on, um, social distance, and all that. Um, and So 100 wasn't bad. And that's what I had good. Like if there's like a time, like a timeline, um, like right in the middle, and then I went up to 100. And when we went to, when I started, it was kind of high because it looked good. There was like no issues in the clinicals. I really enjoyed being part of that, and I always remember that. Um, I always remember the spring, my freshman year, the teacher who I was part of, and I was glad to be with her. But then she moved uh, a little after and moved to a different school, and so that happened. I think sorry, I'm in my dorm, and I think I just heard my. Oh, yeah, I'm in my dorm. Sorry about that, and I think one of my suite mates came to the bathroom. I'll just ignore that. Just ignore noises. I just heard that it was a little loud. Um, maybe a little loud. Where was I going with it? So my teacher that I was with moved different school, which is fine. Um, but the thing is, she taught middle school, elementary, or a little young. It was a little younger. I kind of wanted to be with older. Never really got that, which I really regret. If I would have known sooner, going to like a situation like that, I probably would have left sooner and probably been what I'm trying to do. This what I'm trying to do for next year, which I'll discuss later. Um, sooner. Um, so so I had an off year, sophomore year. I did take like one education class. The problem with that class was so it's emerging institutional technologies, and I think that class was like so wasted because it's so outdated. What I did in that class is so outdated to compare with what is now. And the content for it was really, I don't want to, content for that class was kind of, um, I don't know what the word to say. Content for the class was kind of, I don't want to say anything like derogatory, but um, like I just didn't enjoy it for some reason. I don't know. That was the only education class that up until probably now, which I'll discuss later, um, up until now, that was a class that I've really had trouble in. That's another thing. I mean, I'm like my Spanish classes I've gotten mostly A's, which I'm really glad with. But the education, I got a couple A's, but I had a couple B's, and then I have a couple C's as well, um, which is not really that good. Um, so I took it off here, did my gen eds. Um, but then it was about time to go into progression my junior year. Took all the practices. The practices. I mean, well, at first I don't even understand like the praxis because is part because what they say now because of the need for teachers, saying with the ACT, if you didn't do well in ACT, you had to, which I didn't know until one of my friends told me. Um, which I didn't. That was one of the things. Like I did not get um, any communication with my education people. I had no communication at all. Um, and that was really kind of what set me back. Um, it would set me back later on, but we'll get to that later. So, but I did pass it. I did pass everything, and there were a couple things I didn't. I really had to pass reading because I didn't do well on reading in ACT. Um, so then I would move on to. So then I passed that, and then did the profession in education, and um, so then my first school that I've ever taught was at or ever did my first school as ever that I was ever into was Madison Central, um, which kind of interesting, say the least. Well, first off, um, I've really had some trouble because I don't have transportation. I don't have transportation on campus right now. Um, so I always had to use like a lift. Which first off, I just had to start off with people, with the people who were going there, who were able to go there at the time, um, with the group um, I was with. Um, and that was really nice of some of the education people who did that. Um, um, was one of the good things that they did because they were there for me. But so yeah, I wrote with them for um, I wrote with them for like half a semester. Last year I wrote, but then they decided to quit, which yeah, um, no shock. Um, I guess what comes around comes around. And and so yeah, she decided to quit. She had a lesson, and they treated her badly, and she decided to quit. I'm not gonna say her name, of course. And she was done. She couldn't handle it. Um, so um, I had no method of transportation. So I had to. First off, when I found out, was kind of off. Yeah, like what was I supposed to do? So I decided to Lyft and Uber. Lyft was not a good idea of because I got called out by the driver. Because there's no way I could do Lyft when it was on campus. And Uber, it was kind of bad because it took a while for them to get. There was no problem, but they were like all the way over in Lexington, I think. Which, yeah, I mean, I get. I think I could track them, and they were like in Lexington. And I felt bad for them, because it's kind of out of the way. But I decided to stick with that, or stick with that. Well, stick with that Uber. That's a different story, but for the whole ride, that's a different story. Um, so so then I got a van taxi for like a few weeks. And that wasn't bad. It was actually much better because of that. But then, unfortunately, like the last 2 weeks, um, the person that was there, they decided to quit at the taxi, and they didn't even know, and then I didn't even know, and they didn't, and the people who company didn't even know. So I was late that day for like an hour. Um, yeah, it's kind of a long story. So I was I was not able to get there on time. Um, and so I um, so I stuck with that for like 2 weeks. Sorry about that. I'm just kind of it's kind of blew. Just kind of gathering my thoughts. So um, I thought, well, so well, it's not bad. And then I learned that there was a meeting beforehand. There's usually a meeting beforehand for every for every clinical semester. And well, unfortunately, I couldn't go back to where I originally did 100 my 100 and 200 level courses clinicals at because it was did not allow it. So, which is why that's the case. But luckily, I didn't have that problem anymore because then for 450, I could get out of it, or for 400, I could get out of it. I could go over to where I originally was, and I think that was great. I really enjoyed that. That's probably um, um, I felt really at peace at there. That is until oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I remember. Gotta ignore that. That is until this semester, this right now, and I mean you can. I mean, if you see right now, you see. I mean, I'm trying. I know I probably shouldn't pick at my zits, but it's kind of a nervous tick because I'm nervous, or I mean, I'm just upset, or I'm not upset. I'm trying, just frustrated, Um, so, but I didn't even know what happened until now, until the beginning of this year. Um, at first I thought, I mean, we did have a couple. Actually, back 300. That's when I well, actually, yeah, that's start again. So I've always had like observers observe my lessons, and always said that they've said that it's um, okay. Um, um, just need a little bit more of like one a couple things they totally forgot about um, doing in my lessons. Um, then and so did 400. Then I go to 450, a whole new year. I was like, okay, I got this. I can do this. So I started a new year. Um, that's when I took the methods, and they've been good. They've been okay to start. Um, but like I said, I'm not gonna get into my classes. I'm getting into my clinicals because that's the main thing. Um, as I've been going to the new year, I've noticed a couple of different things. Some of them, a lot of them bad. Um, um, I'll get to one later. It's kind of ridiculous. Um, that would kind of let this happen. Right? Like, I guess even during, I guess this happened during COVID. I don't know, but we'll get to that a little later. First off, I noticed that um, like students kind of didn't like, or like Debbie Downers be like, oh, I don't know, like just come up and just whenever they go get their like pencil or whatever, they're like upset, and and, and I mean it's not just one class, it's every class. Um, they act like that, and I like my seat. I like and actually I've stuck with the same. same place, the same seat, same teacher. And I appreciated the time I was able to spend with her. Um, um, and I respect her being a teacher. Uh, and I know it's not the teacher's responsibility. It should be the parents' responsibility to help that. Uh, Tell like, hey, you gotta, you know, you have to do this. And heck, I even noticed it in one of my in this semester in college. I've noticed maybe a couple classes. One in particular, my music class. So I like music a little bit too. I played in the band in school. Now that's another thing I was gonna like to be a band teacher, but I never really got into that. I like to do Spanish. Um, so, but yeah, I've noticed that people in the back are always on their phones and just kind of like just not thinking like, why are you in the class? Why are you even here? If you know that's the same thing with these kids. Like, why are you even here? If you're not gonna do what you're supposed to do. Um, um, do at least the bare minimum. Um, and I really appreciate her. My 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 current teacher I was with her probably try to get out with. Even though I do like her, I just can't handle the stress anymore. Anxiety. Um, get to that a little bit later. Um, to get to uh, kind of getting off track a little bit. Um, I've noticed that students just aren't cooperating with the teacher um, a little bit more than necessary, and it okay. Oh, hold on, my dad. My dad texted me. I practice. Okay. Oh wow, everything's. Sorry, I just had a little thing I had to. It's kind of interesting. I guess there's something else going on. And one of my is nothing. Well, I don't know what my dad. Why my dad want. I don't know what my dad wants. Oh, hold on. Let me actually wait. Let me do. Because I don't want to do what he wants me to do right now. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it right now, Dad. How do I get out? Oh, don't. You're wasting money, Dad. Okay. Let me do it. Let me do it on my computer because when doing it on my phone, it's not working. For some reason, something's not popping up. It's not popping up. Wait, whenever everybody wants me, I don't know why. How do I? How do I? Hold on. No. Maybe I get the entry. In fact, maybe there's something else I'm gonna do tonight. Tell. Yeah. Ooh. Sorry, I'm getting really off track. I really shouldn't, but it's very important for what I want to do in the future. I'll get to a little later. Okay, I'm going to do my my computer, and yeah, here. Okay, okay. I gotta actually get some. I gotta wait for my dad to text me back. Um, okay. I hope I get that. Okay, 476. Wait, do I have to? Okay, there. Yeah. Sorry, Dad. I'm not doing that tonight. I'm not doing this tonight. Uh, Save money. Do you get money back, right? Yeah. Because there's no really reason for me to do it tonight. For some reason, I can't do it on my phone. There. I've lost. Okay, sorry about that. Um, yeah, um, sorry about that. I don't know why my dad did that. Uh, now, my oh, that's what we're all doing tonight. Okay. Sorry, it's kind of there's a whole lot going on right now. Uh, there's a in my There's a EKU. There's an intermittent team playing tonight. I don't know. And then my dad wants something from me, but I told him later, or yeah, did whatever what I needed to do. Okay. To get back on track, where was I at? There's a whole lot that I think it's been almost 10 minutes. Dad just bothered me with that. Um, I was going with it was um, there's where was I going with this? Maybe go back. Go back. Hold on. Let me wait. Can you hear? Hello? Can you hear? Hello? Can you hear? Hello? Okay. Can you hear? Hello? Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. I'm sorry. I thought I could figure it out. Like what? I can't. I don't know. Um. I guess go back with what I said. The, to why I can't do this anymore. Why I can't do teaching anymore. Um, One is all the students are um, all the students are all the students are not caring. They're upset when they have to get something that they think that's something that we need to do better at. Um, that's the first one of the things I've noticed this year. The second thing I've noticed is that all the teachers and all the principals, all that, it seems like they are just depressed. They don't want to be there, but they have to be. Like, why are you even there? You can leave. That's like, all like when I was told, like by my parents and by my current teacher that I'm telling them to leave. They all said, "I'm proud of you for doing that." And I'm glad because I just can't. And then the third thing is probably the biggest reason why is I don't think I'm is well kind of a two-parter. One of it's on me, but the other part of it is kind of on the education system. Um, and of course, a lot of people are complaining about it too, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. Um, well, part of it's on me, because um, there's like no improvement in my teaching style. There's like no improvement from where I was last year to this year. I just stayed the same, and not. Well, sounds like it's like no improvement at all. Well, that was Aaron. Sorry. Highlighter. Like that. There's like no improvement at all from where I was. No improvement. And I failed my students, and I failed my observer who was on that. Um, uh, but I think a little bit's on the education system too, because I'm not blaming all of it. There's just some people who don't see the full picture of what's going on. Um, um, and that is that the work for us is too overwhelming. It's just too overwhelming compared to other jobs like who was the job's just too overwhelming compared to other, like, let's for example landscaping. That's a pretty simple job. I mean, all you gotta do is just pick up leaves and keep an eye on the fish and all that. I mean, that's make sure that the water in the lake is clear. You just gotta go like go to like that lake and check it. Sometimes it's good. Um, sometimes the lake is clean, and then you don't have to worry about it for a while. Um, like like farming too. That like I think another person's in the bathroom. I'm right next to the bathroom. It's better than it's right next to the bathroom. Sounds like they're doing something down here. Um, when I was farming um, with my grandpa, because I live on a farm, we would check like one of the fences in the area like once a month. Yeah. And then if it wasn't doing well, yeah, which was not often, but what did happen, of course, it would work. But I mean, we would work on it, but the work wasn't too overwhelming. It was just pounding the hammer into with a nail into a post, and that was the minimum. That was probably the easiest, or I mean, that was probably, yeah, the easiest part of it. But like going back to landscaping and keeping an eye on the lake, yeah, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you still have to keep track of it, make sure nothing happened to it. But if something happens to the lake, I mean, easiest thing would be to get rid of all the toxins that are in the lake, and that's easy. Just suck up all the toxins. using some kind of device, and then you're done. And you can move on with your life. The thing with teaching is that never happens. That never happens. You're always on the move. You're always and it's just too much for me. I got so many other things I could do enjoy, like going to talk to my friends, going to eat. Yeah, that's the thing too. I've been missing out on lunch in the cafeteria, and I've really been missing out on that. Um, because when you're a teacher, you gotta stick with the school the whole time. You can't leave at all. Um, there's a whole lot tonight, I guess. Okay, here we just have to come back again. I guess. Um, go back to the bathroom again. Left, I guess. Sorry about that. There's a lot happening. It always seems to be something. But like I said, like I can't really leave that office. Like whenever you're in an business office, you always have the opportunity to leave for like 30 minutes. And that's a big best thing about being camp was during lunchtime. Um, I could always go out and get lunch somewhere. But when you're at school, you can't because you only have like 25 minutes to do that. I just noticed that because the times that I go is during lunchtime, and I have to bring my food or either wait until I leave the school, which is usually about 2, um, or I gotta eat there, which obviously because of our pay, and now because I know I got uh, to pay a little. I mean, maybe lucky to have my parents with me to help me a little, but go to a apartment maybe because I now I got to get a master's and work for something to finally start working finally. Um, 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 so yeah, I'm just hoping whoever looks at this just able to know why this is kind of the case. Um, I'm really wish it wasn't the case, but it is. Yeah, it is. So yeah, that's my hour rant, my hour thoughts. Um, so yeah, I'm just done with everything. I just can't handle that kind of thing. Um, and to go along with like things about like I said, education. There's like no communication between the people involved. There's like no communication at all. That's my thoughts on that. The workload is too stressful. Um, yeah. I just must think. I mean, education. They don't have any. I hate to tear it down, but there's like nobody stepping up and helping doing this. There's nobody that there's nobody I don't think that can help do that. Um, so, but yeah. But so yeah, this is the end of my journey here. That's probably when I lasted. That's probably when I lasted. Um, Honestly, they say 5 years. I mean, three. What was it? Oh, three ain't bad. Well, maybe not. So yeah, but that's everything. I think that's the thing too. I stayed up. I'm still trying to recover from it, but with my work, personal life, it's too much. I had to wait. I had to stay up till 2 a.m. on a Saturday night. I had to stay up at 2 a.m. on a Saturday night to work on an assignment in my methods class. If that's from the work that I'm doing, I can't do that. I just can't. Just can't. And no coffee helps the soul. But I mean, I'm not really much of a coffee person. I drink it every once in a while, but that's the thing that I do drink tea quite a bit. Um, I did have it today, and because I did have it this morning when I had breakfast. Uh, I mean, I did have a class at 1:45, one or at 12:30 that I was trying to in the in like toward the end. I was kind of like a little because I was thinking about my what I was gonna do because I met with and that leads me to my next thing, which is what I'm going to do next. Because the thing is, this is actually a very interesting situation because the thing is, I'm doing mine. See, everybody's doing theirs. They've been, you know, they've been sticking with it for, past degree. This is, I think, I'm in uncharted territory because I just realized I don't want to teach anymore, and I don't want to teach anymore, and I'm still in college. I got a half semester left. Uh, I still have 7 credit hours, give or take. I don't know, uh, to go before I can get out of here and move on. Um, uh, um, um, so, so I'm still gonna stick with Spanish, but I'm thinking, and it'll still be good. I think I'm gonna make that just the only thing. I'm not going to. I'm still in the process of getting a meeting with. In fact, since I still in college, I can talk to the advisor about it. But I just realized while talking with the person that I was going to be a part of, which I'll get to later, I just found out with the meeting that I was going to, with the person that I was going to be with. Um, I just saw that my advisor is. I saw that my advisor is changed because my my past advisor. Well, I've had my advisor for around 3 years, but my current advisor is retiring after this year. So, but I thought I would stick with him for a year. But then I've noticed that my primary advisor has changed to a new person, to a new professor, to a new one, and actually it works out that I saw that and that I'm doing this because uh, I can talk to her. I'm gonna talk to her. Well, first off, I'm gonna meet with the new personnel, one of the people on the staff in the program that I'm about to join. Um, on Monday, and then on Wednesday, I'm meeting with another who is part of the masters in the program, the invited for the doctor for that. And but on Tuesday, um, the good thing about being part of school and being part of the and being part of um, is of course is being a part of a club, being a part of which honestly, if you're not a part of anything in either in high school or in college, I think you definitely should consider it because it's definitely the best way to get involved with other people, um, community, and um, just getting to learn from one another um, on on different things. Um, but um, but on Tuesday, I get to, is I'm a part of the Spanish Club at Eastern. Which, if you live in Eastern and you want to be a part of it, go ahead and join. It was a great learning experience. Um, uh, there are a lot of other, there are a lot of things to do there. Uh, I say that because I mean, obviously, we don't live in Eastern Kentucky or don't live at EKU. Um, you're not, you can, but you can't be a part of. But you do live at EKU. Um, that's one of the things that you're part of. Um, um, and I only say this because I'm a. And I say that because I would like to say it more because I'm a representative on that in the club. So yeah, but anyway, sidetrack. Um, the person who or the one the professor who leads that is my advisor. So so the good news is I'm gonna be with her on Tuesday afterwards to talk to her and see what we could do there, how we can move on, and tell her before because I had to do a major change. So there's that I had to do. And I like to get with her because I think all my Spanish credits are done. So I guess in all my all my education credits will be turned into electives with that out of the way. Um, I could just get a bachelor's in Spanish. Um, 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 so now, but it leads to my next thing, which is oh, oh well, I got an opportunity for something on Friday, so yay! And since I'll be there, I'm gonna be doing nothing on Friday. I'll be doing that. Anyway, what's today? Thursday? Yeah. So be tomorrow. Um, okay, be there at 7. Okay. Oh, is that all the songs I'm gonna be doing? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, that's something to check out later. Um, sorry about that. Um, and it kind of goes along. So what I'm doing next is, it kind of goes almost similar um, to what I want to do. Um, to kind of goes along very well. I think will work very well with my degree, and that is that I'm going to be doing sports management. And I say that specifically, I would like to be like a sports analyst, sports statistician, and I think I really would like to work on that because um, I'm a really I really like to look at stats and see like how players compare to others, if they're doing well or they're doing bad, um, and hold on. Oh, oh, okay. Um, anyway, um, so yeah, but big thing that a big reason why I think would be awesome is because to go along with my Spanish, go along with sports management. Um, I really feel really, um, in fact, I think after this, I do watch a lot of sports. I do watch uh, some football. I do watch football a lot. Of course, that's my big thing. Uh, I do fantasy, and I'm really glad to do that. Um, I do watch some basketball a little bit. But the big thing around where I live that's kind of begun that I'm really excited for, if you're an MLB fan, is yeah, being part of the being baseball. And uh, I mean, I wasn't. I mean, kind. I mean, when I was younger, I mean, I played a lot of sports when I was younger. Although I didn't really although I really quit baseball, I've really gotten to, especially during the summer. Um, I've really gotten to watching baseball because right where near I live, northern Kentucky, there is one team that has a lot of future and one player. You know his name? Yeah. Um, he's special. I'm going to go ahead and say his name, Elliot de la Cruz. Yeah, he is. He's an incredible player, and I like watching him play. Yeah, you're an LV fan, man. You gotta watch him play whenever you get the chance. Um, he is an incredible talent. Um, I think I'll be between him and Ronald Acuna for the next 10 years about who's going to be the fastest player in the whole league. Um, but yeah, I've really gotten to watching baseball because watching the Reds, they had that run. It was so much fun watching them. Um, and coming up to that now, I didn't know that I would be that what my that would be the moment where I would be doing would trying to pursue. There's always a chance I could lose it. I could not be part of it again. Um, there's always that possibility. Um, But honestly, I think I'm gonna be. I think I believe I'd be so much better off doing this than um, be so much better off doing this than just living the past and just sticking with sticking with something that I'm gonna be miserable at, and probably at this point I wouldn't be getting a job at all. That's what I would do. Um, yeah, and just thought I'd make this a live discussion. I'm gonna go. I had fun doing this live. Uh, I know that I didn't see anybody here, of course. But if anybody does see this after it was live, um, I really hope that you consider um, what you choose to do in life. If you're miserable, um, especially if you're teaching, um, don't be like. It, honestly, I think it's probably I had so much better, did so much better because I decided right now, and it's better now than deciding like there should be a master's program on it. Yeah, and that's another thing. I actually forgot to mention because I'm so late in deciding, which is honestly okay. Um, I had to do a master's program, which I honestly am okay with. I'm honestly glad because now I can move forward on with that and doing that. Um, um, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. It's been about an hour and a half, give or about an hour 23, recording or doing this, speaking my thoughts. I know I could go into more depth with it, but I think that's honestly all I could just do right now. It's frustrating. Um, Honestly, if I talk about it more, I'm just going to. I know I probably shouldn't be talking about it, but I figured why not talk about it, um, so that way people know if anybody sees this or this goes viral. Um, 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 uh, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. To be able to watch all of this, man, you're a superstar. Watching, I know the videos kind of doesn't show me. Honestly, you probably wouldn't want to look at me right now. You probably would all be like in the comments or in the comments being like, be telling me like, why your face so bad? Honestly, I just can't anymore. I feel like it would get worse if I did continue this. I do have a remedy for my base to help me for it, but anyway, yeah. I think this is it. It's been fun. My sister's been, as it always says, it's been fun. As my sister always says, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun being with this journey. Um, Honestly, I think it'll make me a better father in the end. Um, um, to know like what what is bad for a student, for a kid or a student or a child, and what should be what you should expect from a child. Um, Honestly, I was really glad I was to do that though. But it's time to move on. Um, do something that will not put me on the brink of exhaustion and turmoil and suffering. Um, and especially emotion. There was like one lesson, one time when I was so emotional, and I just could, yeah. That's it. Um, um, yeah, if there, it just goes viral. Um, um, or if this gets out, word out, this gets out. I just hope it just don't offend people, the wrong way. Right. Um, so that's I know I kind of got going on. Said I gotta go get some food, get something to eat, calm myself. Um, and yeah, um, thanks for being here. Or if you were here the whole time, if you watched this whole thing, um, thanks. And yeah, um, thank you all for watching. Anyway, see ya.